Welcome back to another week's weekly analysis swing trading video. It's your boy Miracle. Let's just get into this. So these are the pairs for the previous week. If you watched my recap, you would have seen how we took 3 trades. They all were winners. 2 of them were from the Euro USD, the other GBP JPY. Yeah, but so I'm just going to clear this out. Yeah, we agreed we're keeping, I think, Euro and Australian dollar, and for this it will have to give us better concentration if it's in line with what we need. Oh my goodness, I deleted the other pair, but I'll get it. Okay, it's still there. And yeah, this. So just for us to get into the new week, I hope everyone is doing great. Today is the 27th. It's a Sunday as well. I do my weekly analysis as well on a Sunday or a Monday, depending on my schedule. But usually my week has been crazy. My weekend even worse. But yeah, let's get into this. Just let me know how everyone is doing. Again, for those who ask how I pick out my pairs, it's a whole process. I could make another video upon that. But for now, you could reach out to me in case you'd be interested to get to know that. But for now, it falls back to the technicals and fundamentals. So I'm just going to shut up a little and you watch me move through and enjoy the background music in case anyone. Yeah, so for those who know, I'll just keep speaking in and out. For those who know, I sometimes I'll trade exotics and those rare exotics, but I understand for some brokers they don't show, and some of my viewers are suggesting I let them out and analyze something better, because something better they can relate to and trade with, because they get to miss out on such opportunities because of their brokers. But yeah, other than that, last week we were talking about spirituality and trading. A lot of you had pretty interesting views on it, and I think we could continue. I don't know if you had anyone who would have something in mind about it, but well, my signal tells me to add Euro USD as well again. I'll just have to look at how it affects the overall impact and how it moves into my setup. So I know someone out there may be looking at this and saying, yo, there's a lot of pairs he's going to trade, but if you just gave me a few more minutes, you'd understand that I narrow them down very easily, very simply, with the notion I use basically. So yeah, but all these look pretty interesting. Some of these I've not traded them in a while, so it would be pretty interesting to see and go through them for people who have not seen me go through my analysis before. Yeah. Okay, so that is it for now. We have our pair that we moved into this week. Yeah, I'd suggest you watch these videos with probably headphones, listening to music. Why? It helps you understand how to get around the market and to keep consistent. Yeah, because consistency is the name of the game in this industry. It's really the name of the game. Name of the game. Okay, some of these are. We really do have a big watch list. this week actually. Now that I'm looking into it, it's going to be huge, yo. Mm-mm. I must break down some of these things because I don't like a huge watch list because I have to then put in a lot more time to look and a lot of more mental energy to see what I'm taking and what I'm not going to take, what I'm going to watch, what I'm not going to watch. But it is what it is, yo. This is how my setups come up. I mean, I thank God it's this easier. A lot of people do a lot of really other things. I do this with my fundamentals, add them on, and then know what I'm taking. So, if we can now just start to look into these, it would be again easier if I wasn't recording because I don't need to talk. Just do my thing, do it very fast, do it quick. Thing is, some of these I've not gone through them in a while, and now like look at this. It looks too choppy, man. It looks too choppy. These are very many pairs. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see. This is what I again mentioned we were keeping, and I just want to go through each, and I see if there are those that I can just like immediately ignore out from the start. Oof. Interesting. Interesting. This has been beautiful, but see, it didn't align with what I look into, so I couldn't take those. But if it had aligned, I'd have capitalized on that easy. So this, the Canadian Swiss francs, is too choppy for me. Yeah, just going back. Okay. The other was too choppy, that's why I've not looked into it. This is pretty interesting. A lot of these we're already going to just come back. I'm just looking at what I'm trying to narrow down my watch list here. Now the thing is, I often don't like to approach like markets I've traded before already because sometimes I start to have a bias of what, especially if it was a winner, I start to have a bias. That's why I'm not so comfortable looking at this, but then it's falling in line. Yeah. The beauty about this trade is we already have a running trade on it. If you watch my recap, yeah, you already have a running trade on it. So I just don't know if we can add on later. I'll mention it. We shall see. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I hope everyone is doing well. They're doing great. Let me know how was your evening yesterday. How's been your weekend? What plans do you have for the last quarter? Yeah. Okay. Oh, these are interesting. Okay. All right. So I just want to count out how many of these we are going to do. So anyway, it's one. Okay, so we have 11 pairs this time around. Oh, that's like minus the Euro USD that's already having a running trade really. So let's just get started. Let's get started. I love to save time. I don't want to make this video too long. Editing sucks. I love raw videos, you know that. Yeah. Okay, let's get started with why I'm still keeping this on my watch list. Yeah. So like I mentioned before earlier, if you watch my first recap video, I think that's for week 1 or October 001, I had mentioned that my anticipation was to watch this whole pair melt down to this other level, but it did not do that. So what is my anticipation about that then? Yes, it's still on a sensitive level, but then, sorry, if you pull it down to something of the sort of, if it pulls, comes out, sorry, I think I got the wrong, yeah. So again, if it pulls, bursts out, comes, gives a retest, and then flies off, and for a fact, I'm taking the trade around here. So that's what I'm anticipating for this week. For now, I'll just really rub out this. Otherwise, if it bounces back in, I'd love to see a candlestick, a market structure shift here, collecting anything low below before it comes down, if it's going to give us a double bottom for a flying out. But the thing is, this is a higher time frame. For it to do all that, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. You get, it takes a lot. And usually for it to move from here to here in that 1 week after doing all this, that's like 2 weeks, or unless it's like a big news event where it will really just push at once. Yeah, but for now, that's what I'm looking at. I hope you see the benefits of again trading these higher time frames. So for now, that's what I'm looking at. If it gave me that, then I'll take it. If it doesn't, we have 9 more pairs we're looking at. 9 more, you can imagine. So this watch list this time around is like crazy. Okay, so let us start. It's crazy stuff. Yes, I know the song. Those asking. I think it's an Irasta song. Crazy things are happening. I don't want to, yeah, copyright. So if you know where I mark out again, I said the orange zones are for the weekly. They're for the weekly, and then the lines are for the weekly major zones. Yeah, if we have major zones, I'm going to use that. Then for the lines, orange lines is when you're going deeper into the hourly. Again, I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. Okay, just this. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of noise on this. I don't even like it. Like, I'm looking at it and I don't like it at all. But let's mark out the chart. There's just too much around it. I'd love to mark it out and see what it gives, where it will play around from. But the thing is, the fact that it left the major zones, I wouldn't want to like to touch it. Otherwise, I'll say this, yeah. If it gave something in the line of this, because it looks like it's really continuing to the downside, yeah, I would consider taking something like this. But the fact that it's so choppy, I don't want to give myself a loss, yeah. But that's what I'm anticipating for on this. If it gives me something like this, I'm going to take it, yeah. If it doesn't, definitely. So off to the next pair. We had already looked into this. Maybe what I'm looking at in the change is, us being on a hourly, is how it's behaving around here, because what we had mentioned before was if it draws back into like a whole ranging again, then we shall have to wait to see how it behaves on these levels and what it's giving us for the push to a downside. But otherwise here I feel like it's accumulating, and then if it goes upwards, maybe I should, yeah, sorry. Yeah. So for now, if it gives us any push from here to the upside, I'll definitely start to take it. Yeah, I'll take it even from the first push, not even this. From the first push, only we have a limit of these resistance lines, but they were really broken. They were already broken. You look into something now again, as I was mentioning, if it comes down to here, I'd love to see its reaction. Give something better arrow. I'd love to see its reaction around here. If it's really just playing around and going back and forth, then no, that's something not worth taking. But yeah, again, I'll rub that. But if it gave me something in the line of it's broken there, and then I would look into taking something like that, because it would be giving major vibes of a reversal. Let me just look at it from the daily. Again, though with the look of it, it's really accumulating to then push out, yeah, and that would really come out as a beautiful trade, if you ask me. Yeah, so that is something to really anticipate for. Big watch list, try to break it down as much as possible, but what gives, what the setup gives, what the template gives, you get, if you know what I'm meaning. Yeah, so let's look at that for now. Next pair, okay, this is what I'd mentioned before. If it had aligned in my template, it would have been a beautiful trade, but yeah, I didn't catch that. Also, I've been on a bit of a break, but I didn't catch that. So we just start to mark out again. Marking out. That's why you actually see I've not marked out this pair in a while. I haven't been really on this. Yeah, can see that. Sorry, let me just. In case you're hearing any side noises, that's really I'm not using the mouse click today, so I'm using like the PC. Why? It's portable. Yeah. The inner levels slimmer. So we can see the market direction right now. You can see the market direction even from the weekly. It has a lot to fill up. The daily, same thing. A lot to fill up. I feel like it will play around here, but that's nothing to worry about so much. We shall compare with the fundamentals. Now when we come to the hourly, my place of interest and execution, we see there are a lot of places it can play around with. And the reason why I mentioned I mark out these is to give me confidence when usually holding my trades, to give me the confidence I need to understand that it's just playing around there, and not to skip out so fast, yeah, leave money on the table. So for this, the trend is almost clear, that's what I can tell you. So if we see a pullback, push, yeah, let me just make this more visible, yeah. So if we see that pullback, I'm definitely taking that trade. Definitely. I'm not right now looking at anything of a reversal. I don't want to look into a reversal for this right now, especially now that it has just broken a zone, that major zone. It would have been a better trade if it took it from here and then took this, because then it would be in profit still to date, and it would be just reaching into our first profit target of the 1-to-1. But there's nothing crazy to worry about. Yeah. Off to the next setup. Yes. I feel like this is still giving the same. Though as you can see here, we have reached we broke out the major weekly zones, and we have reached major daily and hourly zones. Yeah, I just want to clear this out and make something new of what we are seeing. Yeah, if it really comes back, then it's gonna range. It's gonna range, or I don't want to anticipate or try to catch reversals. I'd love to catch something that is giving me a clear direct market direction. So for this, my anticipation is, hold on, I have to clear this. Oh, excuse me. And an interesting mail this morning. Yeah, so if it continues to break out with this momentum and comes to retest here, or retest here and gives me something to push back with, I'm taking it. Why? It already broke this, and this retest wasn't enough. I don't feel like this retest is enough, and I even feel like I have a deep feeling for this retest to happen. It really may come to these levels, and then really goes. Yeah, and my anticipation for that is followed by, you can see our bias for now, although we're getting to really sensitive levels. I should mark this out. Mark that out. Okay, that is interesting. All right. Okay, so that is interesting. That's what I'm looking at for Euro New Zealand for now. It's the pair we pushed in to continue to this week from last week's analysis. Yeah, it didn't get to give us a play out we needed. So that's a new look I'm looking at it with, but it's interesting. It's coming to major levels. Yeah, next pair. We have a trade running on this, so I won't say much about it. If you want to get to know about it, just look at the analysis of last week and a recap. I say a few things, but really the analysis, a recap may not do much for you. So again, get to mark out this. Get to mark out that. Okay. Okay. Get to mark out that. This as well. There's so much going on here. So much. I feel like it has been ranging on the weekly, but I mean, it is what it is. I have to see what the daily gives of this, because it's too much. I don't want to have so much. It really then starts to hold you back, so I'm going to clear some of this out. Yeah, no, this is going. Yeah. Okay, from the 4 hour, I'd love to see what we have of this. What do you see? What do you see? Okay, broke out, gave the retest we're looking for, and it's pushing to the upside. Do I have a feeling it will continue to come back before it goes to that zone? Yes, I actually do. And I'm looking to capitalize on that. If it does. If it comes to this zone, I'd love to see how it plays about it. If it really reaches and it's giving an engulfing to the downside, then definitely I'm not shorting it now. I'd love to watch and see how it reacts on this level, then I compare with the fundamentals, what's causing this push to upside. So with so much impulse, you get that, yeah. But since it's been ranging for a while, then it looks like something interesting to look at. Next, GPB card, yeah. Sorry, I have to stretch, yeah. This takes a lot of time. I've literally been recording this for 25 minutes, and I think the video will be actually that long as well, because I have a thing for raw videos. Don't get nasty. I have a thing for raw videos. I feel like they are more genuine. They give more picture of what's happening. If a person wants to really learn, they would follow these than any other. I don't know. Too overly edited. I don't know. Too overly edited makes me feel like I don't know. But yeah. So with that, it's really just settling to that. Yeah. So we go to the daily. It has been ranging also for a while. These ranges are though they are more. They have more. Yeah. They have more momentum in them. Movement. It's price action happening. Good price action. So yes, allow me continue. What are your thoughts on all these pairs? The watch list today being so huge for those following in, yeah? See how interesting this is. Just looking for, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of us doing ranges, yeah? So the best I can mention about this is, where's the brush? I have to get a brush. Yes. It's, first of all, how it will play around this level that it has been reversing from, but how it will play ultimately to this. And to see and watch whether it will come back or it will continue. But it's been in a range for too long. I don't want to play with this. It's like hot fire. And like you see how it reacts on its important levels, like it just lands, does no retesting unless on the lower time frames it just shoots away. Lands, shoots away. I don't want to be caught in something like that. I want to be sure of what I'm doing, yeah. So just yeah. So I'll continue to watch this for now. Just want to see how it behaves. I can't give much on it because then from here it could reverse or it could push further. So I don't know. Is this because the thing is sometimes you have correlating pairs, but I'd love them to be in the right way. You see, this is fine. It's nice, and like our analysis played out for this. But the thing is, it's choppy. It's too choppy. For anyone wondering what I'm doing is I'm anticipating whether it's worth taking my time to look at. You see, it's targeting. We're targeting these levels, and I want to see how I've been reacting. So it gave a breakout, a very good breakout, and for any chance, yeah, if perhaps I just want to mark out this. If we get a retest to this, and or to this level, to this, or to this level, I'm anticipating that. The only challenge with this is with this level. Sorry, we just remove this. With this level, this is a good risk reward, but with this, I'll have to really see how it plays out from here to see if I'll take this or if I'll take this. To this, the risk to reward kind of increases. To this, it's not really that great to give me room for like managing this trade, yeah. But that's my look to this. The second last pair, this as well. This is beautiful. The markets are moving well. NZD card. Again, for those who always ask how I handle correlating pairs, just WhatsApp or email me. Please take the dedication. WhatsApp or email me. I'll get in contact with you. Maybe make a video. Maybe we talk. But that's the way to go. That's the way to go for now. It's recaps and weekly analysis. Yeah. So I'm looking at that. Yes, for a person wondering why I've not marked this out. I'm looking at it and it's sensitive, though it's a small zone, and what books do you guys read? And I'm not talking about trading books. I'm talking about analysis. Look at that. These are interesting, yeah. Just see from the hourly. This is interesting. I'd love to see how this behaves as it's getting here. If it starts to strike out again, I feel like it's going to have a good effect of. Let me get the brush. A good effect around here. Shoots out as a serious breakout. I wouldn't want it to go down here. And it's not really about choice. It just means then, yeah, it's going to continue. But if it's for the week, then that's it. We already have a lot of opportunities we're looking at. So I would love to just look at how this behaves around these levels. If it's not giving anything, then it won't be my time anymore. It won't be my time for it anymore. I'll probably have to move it to the next week. Yeah. Do I want to leave the scribbles there? Yeah, probably. Get to know that I looked at it and what I was thinking of it. I would sometimes write text, but some things now. So you do something for a while, for so long, you have different approaches to it. The text is if I'm sending it for someone on understanding on these bigger levels. These bigger levels, oof, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Okay, so let's just mark out this. Yeah. Look at that. Hold that trade for a while. Yeah? I don't know. It would give crazy results. Just go back again. We're reaching important levels now. This is not something I'd love to play around with. Well, I mean, it has broken out, yeah. I'd love to see how it reacts again. Sorry, I'll use a brush. Love to see how it reacts around this, whether it's for a sell or if it breaks out and is retesting to continue, then that is good as well. Or if it's, sorry, I just deleted that. Or if it is retesting this again to continue a little, gives us an engulfing, I'll check it and lock in the profits, see where it takes us, because it's moving for this while. This looks beautiful, yeah, it looks beautiful. So I'd love to see. And the elections are coming up very soon. Polls are getting crazy, the percentages are getting crazy. So I think this is it for this week. Thank you. I'll just go to the word office. You see the total summary. Thank you for tuning in. I believe, isn't it? Yeah, that is it. 10 pairs this week, yo. Crazy. Alright. Till next time, catch you later. America is ours, signing off. Hey, so like, as we finish up, just wanted to show you the pairs again. That was for last week. We've had 5 for last week, so we have 11 pairs. One has really a running trade, that's Euro USD. These other pairs, we're starting this new week on a blast. All the best, everyone. Nice week ahead. Be blessed.